Willa, we was hoping you was gonna do a reaction to Miami versus Ole Miss this Fiesta Bowl was ridiculous. Oh, it was ridiculous, and especially like throughout the game, it was just ridiculous. I just don't like the last play of the game. That's the only thing I don't like. I picked Miami to win, but dang, it had to come out that way though. 31 to 27. Carson Beck 268 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception, was 23 of 37, 12 carries, -5 yards, 1 touchdown. Jamar Brown 14 carries, 54 yards, 1 touchdown. Keelan Marlin 7 catches, 114 yards, 1 touchdown. Malachi Tony 5 catches, 81 yards, 1 touchdown. And Muhammad Toure 4 tackles, 1 sack. Getting the Ole Miss, Trinidad Chambliss 23 of 37, 277 yards, 1 touchdown. Kewan Lacey 11 carries, 103 yards, 1 touchdown. Dejon Stribling 5 catches, 77 yards. Daquan Wright 3 catches, 64 yards, called a touchdown. Suntarian Perkins 3 tackles, 2 sacks. T.J. Daugherty 9 tackles, 1 sack. This was an interesting game because Ole Miss had the ball first, and then Miami forces them to a 3-and-out, and then Miami strikes first 3-0, and then here come Ole Miss. Kewan Lacey went crazy, and the offensive line just opened the lane up wide open for him. And then it was a 73-yard touchdown. The unfortunate part is he had a hamstring. That's it. But other than that, Ole Miss started to do good. I mean, you got Trinidad Chambliss and both Carson Beck. They both completed the same amount of passes and throw for the same amount of attempts. I've never heard of that in my life in a Fiesta Bowl, and let alone a game to get to the national championship. This game was just ridiculous, and Jamar Brown scored in the first half, and you know what I'm saying? All this darn good stuff, and then here we go with the second half. But this was turned into a freaking shootout, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, Carson Beck throwing another touchdown. Trinidad, the field goals. The field goals for this darn team was crazy. The special teams and all this darn stuff, block punt, there was just a lot of craziness going on that I can't even fully cover right now. But one thing that I can say, getting to the last few minutes of the game, Miami has the ball. They down 27 to 24. And they driving the ball down. And Carson Beck and they at the goal line. Hike, give me the ball, man. Ain't nobody open. I'm standing in the pocket. Oh, there's a lane wide open to the left. And he walked right in. 31 to 27. Here we go with Ole Miss. They gaining yards and stuff. In the last play of the game, a controversial holding call, and Miami wins and heading to the national championship.